Hey folks, welcome back. Today we're taking a trip in the Mystery Machine and jumping into Scooby Doo, the live action one. There's apparently a lot of them. Now, I actually saw this one in theaters when it dropped and I remember not loving it. Mostly because of what they did to Scrappy. Poor guy just wanted to impress his uncle and they turned him into a That's cold. But now that I'm older and hear how much hate Scrappy got, man never stood a chance. So as always, I'll be sharing my thoughts as the movie progresses. So kick back, relax, grab a Scooby snack, subscribe, and let's do this. The gang is in the middle of solving a case, but Daphne is caught as always. So Velma had a plan that I won't repeat because it just goes south anyways.
Like I'm trying, buddy!
I have no idea why that was so funny. Damn, things go really badly. But thanks to Shaggy and Scooby, they actually end up stopping the ghost. That's peak 2000s right there. And Fred is taking all the credit for a team effort.
The creepy janitor?
Smithers wanted revenge after you refused to go out with him.
And that's Pete Nice Guy right there. Velma calls Fred and Daphne out on their garbage because Fred just takes all the credit and Daphne just is Daphne. Shaggy tries to be the voice of reason, but it's a little too late for that, unfortunately. Because they all end up quitting, so damn.
Do I quit?
Bad CGI or not, poor Scooby. Damn, a whole 2 years passed? And honestly, if nobody else didn't point out all the stoner references, that would have definitely flown over my head. Unfortunately. Anyways, they get an invite to an amusement park called Spooky Island by some guy named
Emil Mondavarius.
Oh, we don't go near any place with spooky, haunted, forbidden, or creepy in the name.
They're smart.
All you can eat.
All you can eat?
For the most part. But oh, the gang's all here. Nothing of note happens here really. Fred's ego got bigger. Velma works for NASA and Daphne is a black belt now, so...
Hey, where's Scooby?
It's so dumb. But the gang is nowhere close to reconciling. Unfortunately, it's too early. See you in the gym, my guy. She asks to sit next to them, but she's allergic to dogs. And she doesn't know Scooby is a dog. Somehow.
I'm pretty sure Grandma wants to go back and visit with her old pal Velma.
Okay.
Poor Scooby taking one for the team. What the frick? She eats Scooby snacks too? If I didn't know Shaggy and Scooby, that would have been a massive red flag.
I'm Mary Jane.
Like, that is my favorite name.
Really?
Again, I would have never picked up on that. In my defense though, Spider-Man's MJ is also named Mary Jane. Does that mean he's a stoner? Maybe. We will always say over the top things like this when we like a girl. Come on. Anyways, the gang is greeted by...
Emil Mondavarius.
Mr. Bean. It's Mr. Bean.
Carefully take out your weapon, holding the butt with 2 fingers only.
So much easier to say. Bean tells them he thinks someone is casting a spell on the students. Because the ones leaving are basically like robots compared to the ones arriving. So...
Carol, what are you doing?
yeah, so just slightly different. But the gang just turns it into a big competition with who will solve it first. Teamwork? That night we get an exposition dump about the island. It was home to some supernatural beings, then it got disturbed by the building of a park. So they were just looking for trouble.
I assure you, while you party...
How about a minute?
Meanwhile, Scooby gets a phone call from a sussy person who has hamburgers. So you know he only heard hamburgers.
Voila.
Nobody's ever given me a stuffed dismembered head before.
Ah! They're so cute! Jim!
So you told me not to go up to the castle, so I would think that you wanted me to go, so I wouldn't go, just like you didn't want me to.
Oh yeah, that was confusing. You know, I'm almost certain he could have gotten hamburgers at the resort, cause, you know, it's an all-you-can-eat. Scooby is a strategist. Anyways, Daphne drags the boys who help her with the castle. They're actually smart for saying no, but Daphne bribes them with a Scooby snack. I need to try one of those, to be honest.
And you'll be fearless?
Looks like everyone got the same idea, so they may as well team up for this one.
All you care about are swimsuit models.
I'm a man of substance. Dorky chicks like you turn me on too.
That's the type of response I'd expect from him, to be honest. Uh-oh, they're being watched. Yikes. So my boy turns on the ride and now they're all in a pickle. But thankfully Fred's butt saves them. So that was insanely quick, actually.
That's what she said.
Fred and Velma stumble onto a very eerie training video in the same room.
No big whoop, dog. Yo, did you catch that new vid on the box?
True that. I'm up to snuff.
With some insanely dated lingo. Meanwhile, Daphne comes across this pyramid-shaped object with some From-like engravings. You know, the show From. And while Shaggy and Scooby do a burp off. A rather impressive one at that.
You're in trouble. Oh boy!
But Tiny Bro presses the emergency button, so they gotta evacuate immediately. So the gang has 3 suspects. Weird Baldy, Weird Voodoo Guy, and Bean himself. Looks like the gang is working together again.
Dig doing this, huh? Like clues and stuff.
We all know what that is. Velma looks back at the good old days, but they all look the same, so just before they split then.
Scrappy-Dappy-Doo! Ghosts don't stand a chance with me. Let me at him.
So Scrappy ended up being an insane douchebag that they kicked out, which is still a complete shocker to me, and I'm still sad about it.
Ah, listen up, losers. The time has come that you appoint me your unquestioned leader.
Puppy power, huh?
And he wasn't even a puppy. He had a gland disorder.
Well, she's drunk, but what the F is a gland disorder? But the party quickly turns into a horror movie. Their specialty, actually. Fred and Velma get caught by them, unfortunately.
This is like the opposite of what I wanted to do today.
What is the opposite of running from monsters? Chasing them? Mr. Bean gets captured too, but at least Shaggy, Scooby, MJ, and Daphne all get to escape. But it's actually just those 4. Literally everyone else got caught. Damn. The next morning they're woken up to everything being fixed and everyone returned. And that's insanely creepy. Yeah, I probably would have done something that I can't say on here. The duo comes across Fred.
Man, we got beats like it was the Lizness on Earth.
Talking like that. But it just quickly escalates to them trying to capture Scooby. So why even fake the whole party thing? That doesn't make any sense. Just get them when they were asleep. They weren't hiding. Anyway, Scooby and Shaggy get on bikes heading to somewhere. And they get MJ while they're at it.
I duck! What the fuck?
Yeah, that scared me as a kid. And an adult. Scooby does try to tell Shaggy about it, but he's just being a simp now, actually.
Right now! No, Scooby-Doo, your mom eats cat poop!
But Scooby just falls into a trap. So they just set themselves up for that one.
I gotta save him. You stay here, I'll be right back.
No, Shaggy.
Whoa. Wow, he just jumps right in without thinking about it. I'm impressed, actually. Instead, he comes across this giant pool thing with a bunch of creepy souls. I was not putting my hand in that. Velma was the one who was calling out to Shaggy, so she gets back to her body and we see they can't handle daylight, which would explain why they want to take over human bodies.
Fred, your friggin' protoplasmic head.
I know, but I'm still the best looking protoplasmic.
Come on. Wait, so Daphne got caught too? She really is a damsel.
Daphne, you okay?
Yeah, but I'm not Daphne.
Oh no.
Hey, I can look at myself naked.
Oh, brother.
I think it's safe to say every single guy would have that thought process. Don't lie. But Shaggy just swiped the pyramid thingy, which just kept swapping them till they returned to normal. Very weird stuff. Also, how did Shaggy find his way out without getting caught? Anyways, turns out they need the bowl of souls as an energy source to do their final ritual, and they need to absorb a purely good soul to complete said ritual. Poor Scooby.
So if the person behind all this needs Scooby Doo, then that person is the one who brought Scooby here.
Oh no! It's Mr. Bean! I love how he just kindly asks...
I love how he just kindly asks Scooby to be a sacrifice.
He really is a pure soul. Again, I'm impressed with how Shaggy is the one who wants to go help Scooby. The rest of them just wanted to sit this one out and watch the world burn, it seems. But it wouldn't be a Scooby-Doo movie without them coming together and having a plan. I'm surprised they know where this is all gonna go down though. Uh-oh, their plan fails again. They should really start winging it, seeing as that's all that works for them. Too late now though, as the ritual already started. They're captured and Scooby got his soul taken out. Surprisingly, only Daphne didn't get caught this time. Mr. Bean starts absorbing all the souls, but Shaggy is just hard carrying this team on his back, to be honest. No wonder the memes exist.
A man in a mask.
What?
Da-da-da-da-da! Puppy power!
My boy just grew 50 times in size and he still wants Scooby to complete his transformation. What the heck is the complete version? Daphne starts brawling with this insanely muscular man and Fred starts fighting off these guys.
Yeah!
Like, wow.
Simp. Daphne defeats the guy, the souls are released, and their original plan is actually a massive success. So yeah!
Put him up, you mangy mutt! Oh, is that all you got?
Fred?
Wow! Wait, they just continue kissing? Anyways, the original Mr. Bean is freed. Shaggy and MJ didn't kiss, which I'm upset about. Fred finally stops taking the spotlight and all the credit. And Scrappy is off to prison. So they're a team again. And that's the movie. Okay, yeah, it was still fun. Definitely a different take from their usual Mystery of the Week vibe, considering we were so used to it always being a guy in a mask. So it was a pleasant surprise to see the creators go the route of real monsters, even though everyone was weirdly casual about it. Scrappy. Scrappy, I really enjoyed you. Damn. I didn't realize he would be a villain in a movie, so a moment of silence for that. But yeah, all in all, it was a fun, goofy ride. The CGI wasn't that bad, and Shaggy was the MVP in this whole movie. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more adventures through film. And let me know in the comments if you agree with me or not. I'd love to hear it. And as always, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you next week. Peace!